What is up, Ravens Flock? Huge shout out for your support for the 410 Sports Talk. James and Glenn are the best in the business. They're killing it right now. They love talking Raven talk. Make sure you go subscribe to their channel. Let's go Ravens. Big trust.
Welcome in everyone to another draft edition of 410 Sports Talk. I'm Glenn Martin here with my co-host James Haskell, and we are excited to announce another member and welcome another member of the Baltimore Ravens, the newest member of the flock. So Jimbo, tell the people who the Ravens just brought in to add to the team.
That's right. Damarion Williams back out of Houston, originally coming from Miami, Florida himself. Another South Florida guy, was the Ravens' last fourth-round pick. And, to give you some measurables here, let me put them up on the screen for everyone. Not the biggest guy in the cornerback room. He's 5'10". What's his weight? 182. But there are some few things that I want to mention about him as a player, and I'll leave some of it to you as well, Glenn. He has a very aggressive demeanor as a player, which I think is important, especially when you're at that size. And physicality seems to like it. He seems to like and welcome physicality. And then I also like his quickness, what they call gather quickness for sudden change of direction. So I think all those things are important amongst other things. But the Ravens, of course, got a cornerback as their last fourth-round pick. What do you think about him, and what can you tell us about him?
Yeah, so the thing I like about him is I think he's got some man coverage skills. I think he's got the foot quickness that you need to hold his own. Now, what's also funny about him is he's a classic Ravens pick when it comes to positional versatility on the back end of their defense. He's got a lot of similarities to Brandon Stevens, who they took last year, in that he's played really everywhere. He's played safety. He's played a lot of outside corner, but most are projecting him to fit best in the NFL as a slot corner. But what's great about him is you put him in the slot, he matches up well with his quick feet and his fluidity as an athlete. But what's also cool is like you mentioned, he's a fantastic tackler at his size. He's not afraid to put his nose in there and take a guy to the ground. So that's what gets me kind of excited. And he's just such a classic positionless Raven player that they love to have in the back end. But most importantly, I think where he'll help, initially is I think he's going to be a fantastic special teamer for us. And I know that doesn't get people a lot of, very excited, but when you have the type of competitive toughness that this guy has and the competes that this guy has, I think he's going to be an excellent addition to the special teams room. And that's what you need. You need a high motor guy who's aggressive. He's urgent with his pursuit, and he's extremely physical as a tackler. And that is a perfect special team add. This guy will get immediate snaps in that regard, and he'll continue to develop as a slot corner. And look, he's played a ton of outside. So if the Ravens think that, while certain, draft experts, if you want to say, may not look at him as a guy who transitions there, maybe the Ravens do. I mean, what I loved about him too is he's team captain. He transferred from JUCO, which we love a guy who took you like guys that don't take that direct route, Jimbo. You always talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because he didn't give up when he had plenty of times to give up. There was no one watching him, no one keeping him in shape, no one, there's no weight. I mean, very limited weight room and resources to go to, and he made it out. I mean, this shows the level of grittiness and man, absolutely. The other thing I'll add to this is that he's done punt and kick returning in the past. So as we talked about the offense, you talked about as a special teamer, but look for him at least in camp to be given opportunities to do that. If Devin Duvernay is going to step into a bigger role as a traditional wide receiver, I'm sure they'll step off of some of his role as a punt and kick returner in order to make sure he's available on the field. I don't know. I'm just projecting, right, based on how I think that Devin.
Well, plus injuries happen, right? I mean, we saw it last year. Nobody knows that like the Ravens. And so you may have a point where you need a backup. Look, he's an all-pro, Devin Duvernay. So I as much as possible, I'd like him being back there, but things happen. And if that were the case, then we know a guy who's done it a ton and could do so if necessary.
Absolutely. So let us know what your guys' thoughts are. Are you excited that we got another versatile defensive back that's aggressive, hard-nosed, and a two-time captain like Glenn mentioned? Or are you not like the pick? Give us all your thoughts below, and we'll talk to you guys soon.